Khalees Saloon Road in Lafayette, Louisiana. They're listed, of course, in the phone book. And Julie and her sister are the managers there. And this is our new fry that showing up the next picture.
Emerald.
Emerald. I bought that on that channel on
QVC.
QVC. I guess the first thing I ever bought. One night I was seeing this,
They
and
caught
I said,
you when you were weak.
Well, weak, and he's not going to sell anything that doesn't work well. Now, the bottom port, you see the gray,
Right.
the blue at the bottom.
Right.
That is, it filters itself. It cools as it cools down.
Welcome back, Kiss.
Within
Hello.
3 hours, it filters and goes into
all
this.
for you.
You're supposed to be able to use it 10 to 12 times.
And you just pull the Grimmese out of that drawer?
Out of the
that's
not the drawer, the top.
Okay, I got you.
At the top, you just clean it out.
It's a technical cooking term, Grimmese.
Grimmy, that's right. that is correct. There's
One
more picture out at 3 Mile, not 3 Mile.
Sycamore Point.
Sycamore Point, the point. And this gentleman, of course, is Kenneth Frederick. He's the owner of Cypress Furniture Builders. He makes home and lawn furniture, kitchen cabinets, hurricane shutters. That's a big seller. He says hurricane shutters made out of cypress. That's all he basically works with now is cypress, and I can tell just from the few minutes that I got, see that hand, what he's holding? That's some of the pork wings that I gave him.
You fixed him up.
Oh, yeah, it was a big box of them. But anyhow, Kenneth, I got on to you. He's right there from Abbeville. His cell number is 207-6884. Kenneth Frederick, if you don't,
Cypress Furniture.
if you want his number, you can look it up, his regular number, of course, or you can call me, and I'd be happy to pass that on to you. And we have one more thing we want to show, one more picture.
Oh, I got one more picture.
On the death of Mr. Sonny Berg. There it is right there.
Oh, okay.
About 3 months ago, I was invited by Rabin Vidrine, who was the brother of Chick Vidrine, the last owner that operated the Southern Club.
Right.
And he asked me to go and take a few pictures of the gentlemen that were taking pictures and getting a history of the Southern Club. And of course, Rabin was kind of raised over there and worked there, by the way, also. And very proud of his brother Chick and all Chick had done for so many of us. And I guess he was one of the first ones that started this benefit program, benefit fundraisers
to help somebody in need.
And there was this picture of Sonny Berg there, and I asked Rabin, I said, you mind if I have this? There's something that's clicking, telling me that I've danced to this person's music. Well, this weekend, and he said, sure. So that's the copy. I have the original of it, and it's signed by him, by the way, by Sonny Berg. He died a few days ago. He died. The funeral services were December the 31st, just recently, which would have been last Friday.
Right.
Or Saturday. No, last Saturday. Would have been the services.
You're right.
And I was talking to Vicky and Jimmy, my neighbors next door at the Point, and they said, well, yeah, you danced to his music. He played for maybe 12, 15 years for the Mardi Gras ball that's held over at Sycamore Point every year. So that's where I knew him. So anyhow, we lost a great guy, great musician, and a person that was dedicated to making all of us enjoy our good times.
Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Sonny Berg.
How about this? You and I talk about going to the men's retreat every year in Grand Coteau at Our Lady of the Oaks Retreat House. We go to that weekend silent retreat every year. This year, our group's going to go on March 1st through March the 4th. That's a Thursday night through a Sunday. If you're interested in going to the retreat, if you've always talked about it, maybe you've run into a friend that goes and you're curious about going, give me a call at 337-351-0732. I'm accepting deposits right now for people that want to go. Those of you who have gone in the past, you should have a letter already in your mailbox today in your hands that reminds you where to mail the check. And we're going to have a kickoff gumbo party at Bobby's Outdoor Kitchen right there on Ducharme, Monday, January 16th. At night at 6 p.m. that evening. So come on by, give me a holler if you're coming. Let me get a head count. That's easy, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know what I did? Let me tell you what I went to do Monday. I went to see King Tut. On Monday, I went to Houston. Mm-hmm. It's in Houston right now, the Houston Museum for the Arts. And I brought my kids, and they had a good time seeing it. I had gone as a kid myself back in New Orleans in the 1970s. My science teacher, Wiley Sylvester in Port Barry, had brought a big group of us out there to New Orleans to see the exhibit. Now, did you get a chance to go when it was in New Orleans?
I did. I was married to Adelaide back in those days, mm-hmm. and we met up with Barbara and Jim Cunningham. The Cunninghams are from when we met them, they were living in Grand Prairie, Texas, right out of the Dallas area. Mm-hmm. And we had met up in New Orleans and went to the King Tut. Well, we went the afternoon, we got there around 12, 1 o'clock, and we waited in line, and it was moving slow.
Very popular in Houston, too.
And so couldn't see it that afternoon, so Jim and I got up, and around 3 o'clock in the morning, and we brought a blanket. It was cold weather, like right now. It was in the winter months. And we got with some people that were there in line. We were pretty far up line, but we were not nearly the first ones there. Maybe they had slept all night. That's before they go for this. What's the Friday? The big crowds get to the stores.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Well, we got under this, and the people that we were sitting there under the blankets with, visiting with them, they had brought some coffee. They shared the coffee. And I gave them a business card, and I said, please, you can tell them that you met Bobby Dupree, anybody you meet, but don't tell them where you met him. And they said, what you mean? You don't want to? Well, I said, not under a blanket at 3 o'clock at an art museum. They're not going to believe that. They're not going to believe that Bobby Dupree was in line, but I was in line, and we did get to see it. It was
very King of Egypt.
Yeah, very nice. It was beautiful items on display.
Made out of solid gold.
Solid gold, yeah. I don't think, I'm surprised today they must have to have some lot of security, because back then the gold was maybe 25 cents an ounce. Today it's probably $1,300 an ounce.
They must have had about 100 or so people I saw with the little jackets on in there, at least 100 running all around, just keeping an eye on everybody.
Yeah, and the items and all of that. But anyhow, that's my story.
How about some more?
And I'll stick to it.
How about some more sponsors? Washington State Bank, all your banking needs, open 24/7 on the internet. You can get on there, do all your online banking, transferring monies around, making your deposits, paying your bills. Locations in Washington, Opelousas, Orneville, Leonville, and Palmetto. They do commercial loans, they do personal loans, your auto, if you're redoing your house, if you're building a new house, if you're looking to expand your business, call Washington State Bank. And one more, let's go with LHC Group, all your home health care needs. LHC Group can help you, and that's everybody from the therapist to go to your house, or the nurses that you may need, to the equipment you might need, like the oxygen type stuff, that lift chair, the little rig where you press the button if you need help to call an ambulance. They do all that type of stuff as well, with locations all throughout the United States. They've also got the extended care hospital inside your local hospitals, like Lafayette General and Opelousas General as well. Louisiana Healthcare, all about helping people.
This Friday night, Bad Chad Broussard, you know Bad Chad from the Lafayette area. His
former boxer, now a promoter.
Yeah, he had a championship belt, by the way, at one time. And he's having a program that is going to be held at Evangeline Downs. It's known as Knockouts and Payouts at the Downs, boxing card on Friday. UBO World Lightweight Champion, Mr. Mason Menard, will be taking on Las Vegas native Rennell Griffin in the 8-round main event. And there's going to be about 6 other fights. All of them, Bad Chad has made it known that this is probably the best mixture of boxing card that he's promoted since he started about 4 years ago. He knows these boxers. He knows what the people are looking for. They're looking for excitement. They're looking for 2 young men, or young women for that matter, that's going to get in the ring and put on as good a show as they're capable of doing. And hopefully it'll go a few rounds instead of just a little quick quick one. But the fast ones are appreciated a lot of times also. So no matter what it is, if you want a little different type of excitement, that is this weekend, early in the year. We're going to start boxing real early. And while I'm mentioning that, I have some news that's not that good, but it's not a death notice, but it's one of our dear friends, a gentleman that I met. The first time I met him, he was with Colonel LeBlanc, and I'm speaking to Mr. Johnny Raymond. Mm-hmm. They had an event, probably Veterans Day, over at Bellevue Memorial, working on trying to get the honor medal for the
Medal of Honor for the Verbus Lafleur.
Verbus Lafleur, and we received a letter, email a few days ago that Mr. Johnny, due to some pretty severe medical situations that has arisen in his life, he's had to resign. And he officially sent in his resignation on Tuesday. That would be what, the 3rd
from the Boxing and Wrestling Commission.
From the Boxing and Wrestling Commission. And he says, I've enjoyed my association with all of you and look forward to seeing you again once I recover from my many ailments. Mr. Johnny, Miss Courtney, if there's anything that I can do or any of your friends can do, believe me, we owe you a whole lot because you've been a friend to many people in the area. You run a very successful nursing home, which I know you've made sure that they're treated the way you'd want to be treated if you were in that nursing home. And I understand that Miss Courtney has now retired, so she's able to give 100% full time to taking care of Mr. Johnny, and Hammy Patin are going over to visit you shortly.
All right.
Good luck.
Well, what else do we have? I guess we're getting down to the half hour.
Yep.
We're going to take a break on radio and on television. We want to get our notes together. We'll talk about obituaries, some of our friends who've passed away and some of the families.
Yes, we'll do that when
and
we
we'll
come
see you
back
folks on the other side of 3.